played a pantomime and I ripped pajamas in the corner of somebody else's room.
Now love is a strange and wonderful thing, and it's kindled anywhere and everywhere. And many brilliant people have, throughout history and in all the corners of the world, tried to define love. Now they've merely scraped the surface of an emotion which can rule over all our hearts, force our decisions and change our lives forever. And Scott and Sarah know that love exists in the laughter and the warmth that they share together. They see love in the simple pleasure of spending time with each other. They might be hard-pressed to define love, but they are certain to the core of their beings that it exists, warming and bonding, supporting and strengthening. They know that they are ready to commit the rest of their lives to each other, and they want to share that love with all of you.
I'm leaving for the golden land, where the barefoot priests forget to pray. Oh, the bitterness of having just one man, not one to leave and one to stay. Oh, we would kiss in the dark. Oh, without the whiskey going straight to my...
Yeah, good afternoon everybody, and thank you all for coming to this very special day for everyone here, especially my brother and I, Scott and Sarah. Sarah, walking you down the aisle today, filled with emotional for me. It's been an absolute honour to stand there in what would have been our father's shoes today, and I can't thank you enough for giving me that option. It was a pleasure. And between my brother and I, we've got some more words we'd like to say.
Just a few.
And you look beautiful today. Scott, you're a lucky man.
Well, Sarah picked up her mobile phone and, amongst other things, found a friend request from some bloke called Scott. She didn't know a Scott, so she asked her friends if they knew him. She didn't want to connect to just anyone. Scott Gardner, they asked. Yes, he's fine. Apparently, they'd been to school with him, so Sarah accepted his request. For a while, I think Sarah suspected that Scott was more interested in her car than in him. In her, I beg your pardon. She worked hard and allowed herself quite a nice set of wheels. And Scott quickly wanted to know what was under her bonnet.
So most of you will know, but for those that don't, Stuart and I only got to see Sarah and spend time with her when we came up to the lakes on our holidays to see our dad and Sheila. All I remember, these were great times, but somewhat frustrating for Sarah. As being a toddler, she couldn't walk and she couldn't keep up with her bigger brothers. But this soon changed when one year, by the end of our holiday, we'd managed to get her up and walking. So didn't need to throw her over our shoulders anymore and carry her about. And then that was it. We were off, nicknamed by our father, Ratty, Super Pig and Dudoos. So we were paddling in the streams, building dams, digging underground camps in the garden, and generally getting up to all sorts. It was all so much fun, but sad when we had to go home. But the years have soon gone by, and Sarah's all grown up, and after a couple of wrong-uns, she's now met Scott. And between them both have done so well for themselves, working so hard, building up their business from scratch to now finally owning their own home. So I'm very proud of them both. If Dad was here today, I'm sure he'd be very proud of you, Sarah, and say how amazing you look.
Father cannot be here today to give Sarah away, but she tells me that he would have been proud of the two of you being here for his little Ratty. And now's the time for you to hand little Ratty into Scott's care. And welcome to friends, and welcome to family, welcome to one and all, and welcome to Leighton Hall. And this building is almost bursting at the seams, as I'm sure you'll have noticed, with history. And there are records from as early as 1246 of there being a fortified manor house here. Now that's getting on for 800 years of continuous occupation. But all of that was, of course, just working up to today. Today, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, you witness history in the making on Sarah and Scott's wedding day. Pauline and Sheila, I ask you now to hand your candles to your children, gifting them with all of the security, all of the warmth, and all of the light of your families. Your mothers have handed you flames, which symbolise the light and the warmth and all of the love and security that you have known in your families. Take those two lights now and use them to light your own candle together. So Scott and Sarah, the lights of your families still burn, and they will continue to warm and protect you and love you. But now you have created your own light. It's the sum of both your two families. It is all of the warmth and the light and the security together, joined into one love. And although these candles will eventually burn out, they are just symbols for the light and the warmth and the security that has been kindled in your minds and in your hearts. And that light and warmth and security will shine forever inside you both. And with it between you and around you, you can now build your own family and future together. Sarah, with your friends and family here together, do you ask Scott to be your friend and companion for life?
I do.
Scott, with your friends and family here together, do you ask Sarah to be your friend and companion for life?
I do.
Do you both promise to share your lives together equally and openly, respecting each other's differences and offering each other unconditional love?
We do.
We do.
What an emotional day it's been today. Even the cake's got tears. I'm so happy to preside over these 5 minutes of my own time that Sarah hasn't planned. And I'd like to thank Justin and Stuart for the kind words that they've said today. I'd always like to thank you all for coming to the wedding of Scott's and Sarah's and the kind words and thoughts said to them, family and friends who could not attend today, especially Scott's brother, Lee, and his wife, Rachel, and their 2 children, Jack and Ted, who now live in Australia. Lee would have been Scott's best man, but unfortunately couldn't make it today, so he'd have to put up with me. let's get started. Me and my wife Dawn met Scott and Sarah on Skipton Market in 2016 when they opened a fruit and veg stall. We immediately become good friends. Scott invited up to Kirby Longsdale Market on Thursdays, which we really enjoyed doing. Scott and Sarah worked hard running the business, the fruit and veg, as well as Borders Fruit and Veg Wholesale and an expanding milk round. They ran the business well, similar to me and Dawn. The men did all the manual work and the ladies do all the display and organising. Me and Scott the muscles, Sarah and Braun the beauty and the brains. Scott and Sarah met on Facebook in 2011. You've probably heard this from the speech before from a gentleman at the wedding ceremony. Sarah asked Sarah got a friend's request, and of course she accepted, only after asking her friend Haley if he was okay. Scott's opening line was, as you heard before, "What's your Audi got under the bonnet?" At least Sarah didn't ask him what he's got under his bonnet. Scott's shot-up line was, "Must have worked," as they went on a date, and the date was in Asda shopping. We all see over the last couple of years how much weight Sarah and Scott have lost and how fantastic they look now. They go to the gym regularly and go to keep fit. A couple of weeks ago, while both working out, this is a true story by the way, Scott shouted to Sarah. He said, "I don't seem to be losing any weight on the calorie counter." Sarah politely replied, "You're pedalling backwards." It reminds me of the time when I got a personal trainer at the gym and I asked him which machine I should go on to impress a young lady. He said the cash machine.
You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off you. On in the way that I stare, there's no one else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Ladies and gentlemen, at the top table, it's up to you. Let's see what you've got. Build it on. Trust in me when I say and gentlemen, 3 cheers for bride and groom, me people.